Hello everyone, welcome back to AITech1.com. This is my new video in Salesforce WCRM, or you can call it as a Salesforce Einstein Analytics as well. The topic for today's video is I will be going to demonstrate you that how to create a custom dashboard in Tableau CRM. So actually, objective is to create a custom dashboard for sales analysis dashboard. We'll be going to prepare one dashboard in Salesforce. We'll see that how to replicate a Tableau dashboard in Salesforce WCRM. So let me show you the dashboard first, what dashboard I'm just planning to replicate. So this is my dashboard. As you can see in this dashboard, I got certain requirements. Like I just wanted to display sales, the total sales we have achieved, total sales discount we have achieved, total shipping cost. If we have that field, we'll use that shipping cost. Otherwise, we'll go with a different field. In other database which I'm going to use, that database does not contain the shipping cost. So instead of shipping cost, I will be going to use the average profit or the total number of records we have. Then we would like to display the profit. And there are four charts. First chart will be showing, it will be displaying the total sales by month and product category. Second chart is a map chart, which will be, it's a bubble chart, which will be showing the total number, the total sales region wise or state wise, you can say. The third chart, this chart will display basically, this chart will display profit and profit percentage. And it's a combo chart with respective to the customer segment. In fourth chart, will be going to display the product category, sales, profit amount, and the percent profit. And there are two filters, so we'll be going to create these two filters also. Now, in order to create this chart, in order to create this dashboard, we used to have all the fields, all the parameters, all the values, all the columns we have. The columns will be available in our data set, except the profit percentage and the profit amount. You can say we have the profit amount. We may have, if it is not, we'll calculate it, but we will be going to calculate the profit percentage because this column does not exist in our data set. So let's have a look how to create this chart in Tableau CRM. In order to create this chart, first of all, we require two things: the data set with us, the CSV data set, which I already got. The second one, we required the Tableau CRM Developers Edition, and that also I have registered. So let's have a look how to load the data, and I have already done that. Actually, in my case, I have already loaded the data, and I'll just show you. Let me get back to my Salesforce instance, and as you can see in this my Salesforce instance, there's a I've created one test application named as a test app in analytics, and I just uploaded three files, three separate files, one file for order, one for return, one for manager. Now in orders, we have all the orders. In returns, we have all the orders which returned. And in manager, we used to have the regional manager, who like the manager names for that particular region. Now, for example, we used to have order. Now in this order data set, the column, if we just look at the regions, we used to have four regions. If we just search for region, there are four regions: central, east, south, and west. And if I'll just go for the manager, so we used to have a list of manager. Let me show the manager in a value table. So you can say for west region, Anna is the manager. For east, Chuck is the manager. For central, Kelly is the manager. And for south, Cassandra is the manager. So I'm going to use this data set for visualization. But because these are individual data sets, so the first thing we have to do is we have to perform the data transformation, and we will be going to create we'll be going to perform a data join. We'll be going to perform a data joining or a data augmentation. Now, in order to do that, either we can take help, either we can use a data flow or we can use a data set recipe. So for the quick and the fast development, what I will be going to do is I will be going to use the data set recipe. So I click on data set recipe and click on create recipe. And those who are familiar with the Tableau CRM, they might be knowing that in data set recipe, we can quickly see the result. But in a data flow, we can only preview the results once it gets completed, and once we run that data flow, then only we'll be able to see the final output. But in a data set recipe, before finalizing, before triggering that data set recipe, before running that data set recipe, and before the data sets get created in a data by using a data set recipe, we'll be able to see the final output, that how the final output will be look like. So let me add the input data, and the data set I'm going to use here is, I'm going to use order, returns, order, and manager, and keeping order as my main data set, because in this order, all the main, you can say all the record exists in this order data set. So let me click on next, and you can see I got order, return, and manager. Now in order and manager, in like basically in order and manager, if we just check the common fields, let me show you the data set actually, so that you can understand it better what I'm talking about. Let me open my data set. Just a second. Let me share my data set with you as well. And so that we can understand, we can identify the columns we have. So let me share the data set. So that's my data set. If you see, this is my data set. In this data set, this is the order data set, in this data set we got almost 9,994 records, and the total number of columns will be almost 21 columns. Here we have order ID and region. Now there is no manager column available in this. But if you look at the data set, if you look at the dashboard, the manager is required. So therefore, what we'll be doing is we have a people data, we have a people sheet which contains the region and the person. Person basically is the manager. In same manner, we have returns. So returns basically, it holds the data set, it holds the records, or it holds the record for the order ID which has been returned successfully. So now the idea is we need to augment, we need to keeping this order as a main data set. We'll be going to augment, join this order and people based on the common field as region. And we'll be going to join the order and return, keeping the order ID as the common field. So let's have a look how to perform an augmentation using data set recipe. So first of all, I just want to connect the sales data set manager with the sales data set order. So I just drag and drop it onto sales data set, and I use join. And I will be going the left join. I select left join, the common field order ID, sales data set order ID, and region. And it's a left join, so it joined. We can quickly check the fields as well. So you can see the region field and person field is created. And this I call it as, let's say, manager. So manager dot region, manager dot person. So that's the API name prefix for the right column, just like an alias. And click on apply. When I click on apply, we can see the columns. I just go to columns and we can have a look here. Region, manager dot region, manager dot person. So this is the first joining we have done. The second join is between the sales data set return and this data set. So what I will be doing is I will be going to connect this to this join. And again, I'm going to perform a join. And this time, keep editing. Yeah. So we have to join. And the joining, I'll just keep it left. And here the order ID and order ID. And join will be on sales data. See this join, this will be the main, this would be our left data, and the sales data set return will be on the right side. I'll just go to preview and we can see the column order ID and categories, and this one we can see order ID and return. And if I see that, if you just look at the symbol, this considered to be as the common field between this one. So this symbol means it's a common field. It's a connecting point. It's a common field between two data sets. And I just call this as return and apply. And finally, what I will be doing is I'll just create an output node to save this data set, and I just call this as sales data set, or we just call it final sales data set, final sales data set, final sales data set. And I'm going to save this in the same app where all these data set resides. I'm just going to save this into test app. Click on apply, save and run. We have to save this data set recipe. So I just call it the final data set, final sales data set, final sales data set. Sorry for that. Sorry for that. Final sales data set recipe and save this. And so you can say recipe has been run, and that's an issue, not an issue. It's okay. And I'll just go back to the data manager and we'll see the result, whether this process, you can see this recipe is running up. And once this recipe is completed successfully, our data set will be ready and we will be able to start designing and developing our dashboard. So let's wait for a minute by the time that process will over. So for demonstration purpose, either you can prepare your data set and all the transformations beforehand, but because I just wanted to show you, I just want to tell you how to perform the connections and all. So therefore I'm doing this in such way. Otherwise I could have done this earlier, and so that we can straightforward start implementation. Not a big deal. This will give you a quick overview about it, about the recipes and the transformation, how the transformation takes place in recipes. So you'll get better understanding of this. So meanwhile, this data set is refreshing. So don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest update about the videos, the most recent updated videos for the new year. Right now you can see my recipe has been completed successfully, and let's go and check it out. I just refresh. Now the recipe is completed, and you can see I got a final sales data set is ready with us. Now it's time to create a dashboard. So let's create a dashboard, and I'm going to create a blank dashboard. Now the very first thing we have to do is we have to prepare the very first thing. As you can see the dashboard we have, the first thing we have to do is we have to prepare the charts, and then we have to add the filters. So first of all, I'm going to create a map chart, and in this map chart we just want to display the sum of sales, total sales by region, or various states, different states on a map. So I just drag and drop chart. I drag and drop a chart, click on chart. I'm using the final sales data set, and we just wanted to show sum of sales, and we just group by, I'll just group by city, and the chart I'm going to use here is I'll just scroll down and say bubble map chart. So let's switch to the bubble map chart. And in this bubble map chart, see the chart is there, but we have to do some formatting. So I click on formatting, and in the bubble map, instead of world countries, I just change this to US states. And US states, it's an auto zoom. We can go for an auto zoom if we want. US states, North America, you can see that's we used to have. And city, or we can go with state actually. Instead of that, I'll go with state. See this. Now, once I drop a state, we can see these bubbles indicates the total sales we have. If you want the formatting, I can go for conditional formatting, and the conditional formatting can be done according to state. So see this, you can see the coloring, the color of bubbles in base. So that's the states, or else I'll go with sum of sales. This depends on this sum of sales. Got it? So low color and high color, or we can go with bins or gradients. That's a bin or gradient. Got it? And yeah, so that's fine. So this is our simple map. So what is this? This is our that's our first map chart, and I click on done, and you can see the map is created. And if I want to hide this legend, I can do that. Actually, I'm not interested in the legend, so I can just hide the legend. Got it? So that's the way we got this chart. This is our map chart, simple map chart. So you can see so fast and quick. The second chart we'll be requiring here is the second chart we have to create is what? We need to create the sales by month and product category. So basically, we just wanted to show total sales by month and product category. So it is by month and product category. So let's see how to create this chart. And for this, we need to create a new query, or we just drag and drop a new chart. So the first thing is we required total sales Okay, that's our requirement. We want a profit or sales. Let's have a look. That's a sales. So as you can see, sales with respective to sales by month and product category. So sales by month and product category. So this is my sales and group by month. So I say order date, month, group by month, and I'll just switch this to column chart, and we can go with a timeline chart. So group by month and product category. So for product category, we used to have lines. Either we can go for a timeline or time bar actually. That's the and then in tray list, we can go for product category. So if I add a product category, it will create a tray list bar. So that's a tray list. So these are individual bars. Or see, this doesn't seems like the chart we'll be looking for. So instead of this, we'll be going with a combo chart. So in combo chart, we used to have an option in adjust order date, and I'll just go with a category here. And we require at least 2 axes. So now this is a combo chart. So this is showing sales and profit. So we can do one thing instead of, because see, as I mentioned, that chart was replicated in Tableau. So there are certain features which is not available in Einstein right now. So what we can do is we can display the sales by month and product category. We can I just wanted to show it by two with respective to multiple dimensions. So in order for multiple dimensions, we can go for column chart. Actually, I'll go with a column chart and I remove this, and you can see that's a column chart we can go with, or we can go with a stack bar chart. I think this looks better. This looks better instead of that. Okay, that looks better to me, so that at least we have the proper understanding about the chart, and we can go with this chart. So 01 indicates for month, right? And do we have any option for customization? So as you can see, stacked bar chart, normalized values. So that normalized means it will show full. So I don't want that. And yeah, I think that's fine. And I'll just click on done, or yeah, I think this is better. And I click on done. So this is the first chart which will be shown. This is the second chart where we'll be displaying the total sales with respective to product category and month. Okay, that's our second chart. Now the third chart I'm looking for is to create the customer segment, and you can see in this customer segment we'll be looking for in order to on one axis we want to calculate, we want to display profit, and on another axis we want to display profit percentage. Now in order to calculate the profit percentage, there is a formula. And what's the formula? The formula is profit percentage. The formula is this one. It's profit divided by actual cost minus profit multiplied by 100. So we got a profit, but we do not have actual cost, and we do not have the profit calculation, percentage calculation. So first of all, we need to calculate the actual cost. And in order to do that, what I will be doing is I will be going back to the dataset recipe. But before that, let me save this dashboard. I just call this as sales analysis dashboard, and I'm going to save this in test app itself. Okay, I'm going to save this in the test app, save that, and I'll just get back to the data manager, the one we created data manager, and let's open that dataset recipe, because either we can create the calculated field at runtime, or else what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take help of dataset recipe, because that is fast and quick. And I'm looking for a transformation. So like before this output, I'm looking for a transformation here, transform. And what transformation? I just want to calculate the actual cost, and actual cost will be sales minus profit. So I select sales and custom formula, and I just write here sales minus profit. Sales minus profit will be our actual cost. So that would be the actual cost we have to calculate. So I just select sales minus profit, and it would be a numeric, and the formula will be actual cost, and apply. So it will create a calculated field for us. That's an actual cost. Okay, actual cost, and this output, basically this output will be referred to this one. So we can connect this. Basically, we can. So this one we won't be needed actually. So I'll just delete this node and add an output node once again. And what's the dataset name? The dataset name is final sales data. Final sales dataset. Final sales dataset. Okay. And in so it is queued. Let it queued. Let it finish. So we can apply. We can edit the transformation in middle as well. So let this over. Let it over, and we'll see the data. So it's running, and we have to wait. Actually, we can't help. It takes time to reset, to refresh. Actually, yeah, it's completed successfully. And let's go and check the dashboard. Any change in the dashboard? Have a look. Sales data set. Now, like as what we did here, now we got the calculated field. So what we can do is we got the calculated field we have in our data set, the one we created. We got the data set, we got the calculated field over there. Right. So this is okay. Now now we have to talk about the calculation. So as I was just talking about the calculation, so now we got profit. Now we got actual cost. Now it's time to calculate the profit percentage. And in order to calculate the profit percentage, we'll be going to do it directly in the chart. So I just drag and drop the we just drag and drop the chart. And in this chart, the first thing, the calculate basically we have to display the customer segment. So first of all, I group by customer segment here, where the segment customer segment. This is the customer segment. We got three customer segments, as you can see: the consumer, the corporate, and home office. And the second thing on left side, we require profit. So I just say sum of profit, but we require profit percentage also. So therefore, it would be a calculation. So I just click on add a formula, and I'm going to add a calculated field. I just write here profit percentage. Okay, we'll be just getting percent of profit. And how to calculate it? So calculation will be like this: sum of profit divided by sum of field. We can add a field from here, sum of actual cost minus, and we can enclose this in our bracket, minus sum of profit sum of profit. And okay, so we just calculate sum of profit divided by sum of sales minus profit, and the output will be in the percentage form, and click on apply. We'll get a calculation, and you can see once the calculation is done, once we apply this, once the calculation is done, we'll get the output. show percentage apply. So as you can see, actually I missed here a round bracket. So now when I click on apply, I got the calculation, and as you can see, it is showing percentage of profit. So the percentage of profit is 15.02% for consumer, 17 for this, and 19 for this. And I click on done. And we just want to display this as a dual axis. So I just convert this to a combo chart. And in this combo chart, I'm just going to convert this to, let's suppose I just say combo chart, and I'll just say dual axis. And when we say dual axis, it is, and we can go for a single axis also. So, but I'll go with a dual axis so that we can just present the chart. So it's showing in percentage because we wanted to show percentage of it. So this is in a percentage. So that's the sum of profit with respective to percentage of profit. This is one more chart, and I can do one thing. I'll just show the legend at the bottom. So let me show the legend instead of right top. I'll just say bottom center. This looks better. So this is our fourth chart. Now one more chart will be going to create, and that chart is, as you can see, that's our final chart. And the final chart here is we need to display the product it's a compare table which will be showing the product category along with sales, profit amount, and percentage of profit. And how do we show that? Let's have a look. So I just drag and drop a table widget, click on table widget. I just convert this to a compare table, and I just wanted to show a product category. So that's my category with it. And first of all, sum of sales. Then I just wanted to show sum of profit. And again, I need a calculated field. So I just add a formula. And in that formula, what we have to display? In that formula, we have to display percentage of profit. So percentage profit, same formula. How do we do that? Like the way we did over there, sum of profit divided by sum of actual cost, sum of actual cost minus sum of profit. And I just want to show this in percentage. Apply. The calculation is there. This depends on the category, and that for the customer segment. So, and click on done. And let's arrange this. I'll just select this, and the theme, I'll just set the theme. Spacing I set as center, fit to width, fit to widget. And yeah, I think that's fine. Header, cell, border, and I'll just arrange it. So that's the way that's the way you can see our dashboard is almost ready. But now we require these figures, the sales discounts, and other numeric values. So let's quickly do that. And for this, in Tableau CRM, we used to have a field called basically we used to have fields called number fields. And what I will be going to do is I will be going to put them into containers. And so let's see, that's a number, that's a number range. So I just put it number together here, and here I will be going to show that. So let's have a look. Here I just wanted to show count of rows, count of records actually. The second one, I just wanted to show sum of sales. So I'll just say sum of sales, sum of sales. In third one, in third one, I just wanted to show the profit, total profit, you can say. I just wanted to show sum of profit. And the fourth one we wanted to show the sales discount. So I just drag and drop the fourth one here. And here I just wanted to show total of discount, or say sum of discount. And we can transform this very quickly. So I just say shorten number, text style number color as white, and the tile color as yellow, the number size as 32, cell size as 24, alignment is center. I'm just going to set the widget style, border, background color as blue, and border color as red, and the border width as 4. So I'm doing this for one. You can just try out for others as well. You can just try out for others. And because if I'll do this, it will take time. So I just customize this for one. You can customize for others. For I can just go for it. So shorter number, and we can just customize. Now we need filters, and in order to add filters, I'm going to add a container. So I'm just going to add a container over here, and because we won't be able to add a container, so I just put let me add a container here and then reduce the size because the size is bigger. That's why it's not, we won't be able to add it. Now I just drag and drop it here, container. And in this container, we'll be going to add filters. So instead of containers, we can use, see, either we can use a container or we can use a global filter. So let me add a global filter, and I just say all global filter, manage global filters, and I'm going to add the filter from the final sales data set. I just want to add these segments, and let's quickly add more global filters. Let me just add more values. I'll just say shipping mode, and let's say subcategory, and the person name. Actually, we'll be looking for person name. So for person name, we have, that's a person, that's a manager name. I just add 4. Let me add one more, and then we'll just customize that. And here I just wanted to add state. And now let's arrange this. Let me arrange this filter, select this filter, and I'll just set the filter per row 5, and we got the proper filter. That's our filter. Like this way, we can add filters on our dashboard. And let's save this dashboard once. Let me preview, and we'll see the output. When we preview this, if I just apply a filter, I just want to see all the records for Anna, and click on apply, you can see. So the total number of records 3.2, total number of sales, and the furniture. So like this way, we can apply, we created a complete dashboard. You can see our dashboard. We have replicated the Tableau dashboard into Tableau CRM. You can customize your dashboard accordingly as per your requirement. And like as I have done, because the certain like certain fields were not missing. So instead of adding those fields, okay, certain fields was missing. If it is possible, we add those fields. But if the field is if the like we can add some we added the calculated field. But if any of the field is missing, if any of the whole column is missing, it's not possible to get it. So then we need to get the data accordingly. So that's the way we created a dashboard, a custom dashboard in Tableau. That's all in this video. Don't forget to subscribe the YouTube channel to get the latest updates. Now, if you want to get the latest updates, don't forget to press the bell icon. If you have any inquiries, if you have any requirement on customized training on Tableau CRM, you can reach out to us, or you can drop an email, or you can contact us on the given numbers. Please do share your comments so that we'll get to know that how do you like this video, and if you like some updates into this, don't forget to mention that as well. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.